protea. When I asked her what it was she wanted, she said, taking off the Egyptian cotton robe with its froth of lace, and the coral necklace and earrings, and dropping them. First, I will have soap and be held slowly. I allowed that I had never drawn water to wash a woman, and she led me to the bath. At world's end, it comes out as it does anywhere, hot on the left, and the drain pours debris back to abstraction. She sank down in the enamel basin. By what have I arrived? I thought, aloud, then quietly. Xenon, woven carbon, gasoline, she said. A salt steam gathering. It is late yet, mariner, to drift wind-worn, awaiting wind. When my arms passed through her ribs, I was young. Once poised to the touch, she turned, no slight nor solved, not brine, but gone.
Yeah.
Fiber optics. Trace this portrait as it strobes to the screen. Bone flecks out of Longview, Texas, by way of Palo Alto, Los Angeles, assembling an incisor above, an up-curved, too red rim. Bit by flickering bit, a smile. Overbite on a filter tip, the upper lip lagging milliseconds in Houston. Pupils between Oakhurst and Lyle and Iris, flash-lit, diminished pine green, now west of the stockyards. Veins in Des Moines, meshing. To her blush shot to the lens that night through the sudden shine. Trace it back, past light pulses, switches ticking, nearly neural time, to the frontal lobe from your fingertips tracing her backbone to the root, before she bit your tongue, lit on a network and blazed all the distances in you. This is a poem about Chernobyl. Switch things up. A little nuclear fallout. Wormwood otherwise. The 2,000-ton lid of the reactor lifted. A silence ensued among the few enthralled. On a nearby bridge by hosts with no names they knew. Strontium thrones, iodine cherubim, cesium seraphim. A measureless coda they were conducted out of to the accompaniment of flame. It lasted past the firemen pouring towards the core, emerging sickened with incense essence of metal on their mouths and on the wind as far as Sweden that morning. Past the pouring and the setting of the concrete sarcophagus over the smolder, seasons of tall, alien grass, of foulings of warped horses and farther. We might kneel in it, even now, on the banks, and hear not the drone of bones corroding, but the steadier Geiger clicks of astral tongues in the topsoil, and imagine in the mantle higher orders, keeping time and yet to come. This is the last one. It's sort of based on this premise in chaos theory of equations in which very small changes in input create vast changes in output. But really, it's actually a poem about meeting people in bars, so I think that should make it a little. All right. And instead of numbering it sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, each one is sort of an initial condition, as it were. Chaotic dynamics. X sub 0 equals 1. We met in a drought. You entered out of fog. I drained your whiskey, you your draft, and we left. We went poor. Our daughters wore their sisters' clothes and mourned first for you. X sub 0 equals 1.6. We met at the start of a drought. The market was up. In an olive skirt, you sauntered in from the rain's end. I nursed a vodka soda, you a martini. We saved. Our first daughter grew wan and thin, doing without. You told her, mind your sister, closed your eyes, and your pillowed neck cords slackened. I followed you that June. X sub 0 equals 1.61. We met at the start of a drought. Traffic clotted and started on its smeared reflections in the rain-glazed asphalt. You hurried in under newspaper, rinsed wrists obscuring a jagged EKG. The headline ran, the market spikes, stilettos, drab slacks, sage blouse, artisanal gin, olives. You clinked my pint glass. You were quick with money, our firstborn prodigal of soap and clothing. Teeth shining, he married down. 3 grandsons around the gurney agreed, and you flatlined me. X sub 0 equals 1.618. We met at the end of the rain and the day. A tropical nocturne on the jukebox, 1 horn and 1 howl in the minor street preceded your wet emergence. An evergreen overcoat, drainpipe denim, your hair the carbon color of the bleeding newsprint in your fingertips. Umber rum to rum, we toasted island life. Adrift, careless of market crest and trough, we waded through minor traffic, kissing in cabs we could not afford, on hardwood strewn with ashes and outfits. By the first girl you were spent and left for a dream of sons. Their half-sisters refused funerals, sold couture. On their stretch of Amalfi coast, sunset came for me. X sub 0 equals 2. A drain wind mixed the rain's dregs with exhaust. I wallowed in possibilities, swallowing slows, bitters, malts, faces blent in bottle glass. We never met. I came to in soiled linen to the news. There would be no further weather. Calm in pearls, you went on. We turn to finance now. On screen, futures veered soundlessly. Thanks.